Hello friends, today is 3rd of February 2021 and what you see here is radish. So you can see the radish flowers, so beautiful, white color radish flowers, and that's how they look, just blossomed. And look at this radish. Okay, so we have the plant which has grown very nicely inside a bucket. So you can see this bucket over here, and the radish plant has grown very well inside the bucket. There were about 5 to 6 radish seeds planted in this bucket. It is about, it's a 10-inch bucket, and the height is also okay for a radish plant to grow. The height has to be adequate. It should be at least an inch. It should be at least 12 inches of height that is required for radish plant. And there is one more thing I'd like to point out here, is that the other plant that we have, the radish plant, it's actually there are many radishes I grew, and this is one of them. So looking at the other end of the spectrum, so here we have the other radish seed that grew, and what you see, the structure I have made on my own. These are the rectangular pots that you see, and the rectangular pots, on top of that, inside the pot we have the soil, the regular potting mix, which I have, and this came pre-treated with the biofungicide, which is known as trichoderma viridi, and other essential nutrients, balanced NPK. So that kind of soil you're looking for. So I didn't have to treat it with any additional fungicide or anything else. And as you can see, the structure I have created on my own. This is the soil, and on top of it I have used the recycled plastic. You can see I have recycled the plastic. I haven't thrown away the plastic that is used for mineral water. So this is basically the same mineral water bottle plastic which we throw away, but I have reused the same plastic to grow radishes, and right now it is these radishes are growing quite well. I might probably give them about a month or so before they can be harvested, and right now they, as you can see, the radishes over here, I'll show you. So this is my favorite, and you can see the seeds. Actually not the seeds, I would say the flowers. So the flower bulbs, they might appear in a week or two, and after that the flower might appear for this particular radish plant. And here we see the radish growing really nicely, and it may be ready to harvest in a month's time. And this was sown in December 1st 2020. Okay, and so basically when this plastic was reused, I ensured that I made a few tiny holes at the bottom that you can see over here. There are a few tiny holes. There are about 4 holes on each side where the soil is there, and we see that the roots you can easily see the roots that are coming and that are showing up outside. From the outside you can see the roots. Ideally we should not ensure that these are covered and not exposed to sunlight, because they might rot, but because of the fact that this has the trichoderma, which is a natural fungicide, it came pre-treated with that. So I did not I said that okay fine, let me take a risk and not cover the outside portion of the of the plastic. Okay, so they are growing really well, and I'm really satisfied with that. Now, the fertilizer I have used in winter months. Before I come to fertilizer, in winter months we generally use less water. So initially I have used a lot of water, and after a while I started cutting down on the water. So I have been watering these radishes about, like, let's say once every 3-4 days during the winter, because the winter season is really harsh for the plants. And there's one more thing I have done is I have seen that there was this bug, what you call that? It's it is called leaf miner. So you can search for leaf miner. That's a bug, and it actually affects the plants, and it causes there's a sort of a line you can see on top of the leaf. So I treated it with I'm talking about the leaf. So I treated the leaf with the diatomaceous earth. So diatomaceous earth, and it was treated with that. It's a natural pest control kind of a powder which you can use. It's naturally occurring thing, so it does not cause any issues. So this is totally organic. So might have used neem oil as well. Yes, I did. I remember I've used neem oil spray mixed with the liquid dish soap, and then a lot of water added to that, and give it a shake and then spray it. So that's also okay to use, but I only applied it once. Mostly I applied diatomaceous earth once or twice to protect the leaves from any pests or any insects. And right now they are looking very shiny, these leaves. Some of the leaves are drying out. As you can see, the bottom leaves are drying out here. That is natural. They are supposed to dry out, and the new leaves will sprout from the plant. So this plant is really good. The radishes were planted, as I said, on December 1st, around December 1st, which is probably the time the winter season is trying to gain more roots, I would say. So the winter season, they survived this season, and now it's a 3rd of February, and they have grown really well. So this is a good example where you can use I would say rather reuse old plastic. So I have basically reused the old plastic. I have there's one more thing. Now you can see that this end is like a V-shaped, slightly V-shaped over here. Now the end of the bottle, for the mineral bottle, this is actually an upside down mineral water bottle, and the part of the mineral water which is mineral water bottle, which is the bottom part, which is like this. I have cut on the bottom part, and I use this small plastic to cover the seeds for some time, like for about I would say initially when they were about to sprout, I covered them with this for about 5 days, and these seeds sprouted. They were planted about I would say half an inch below the ground, below the soil, and they sprouted very well. They sprouted in about 5 days, and I had covered the seeds with this portion of the plastic that I have been using, and because of that, the temperature was adequate for the plants to sprout. And so at the bottom you can try to grow some foliage if you want. Right now I just threw in some you can see that I threw in some seeds which are for the coriander. Right, so coriander which is also known as dhania. I threw in some seeds of dhania, and some of the seeds have grown, but I just throw them just like that, right? And as you can see, the plant is growing really well, and hopefully this I will be harvesting the radishes in about a month's time. Now this hasn't grown as much, but I'm not sure what is beneath the ground, so I don't know much. Anyway, so mostly the radishes are growing very well, and this is all organic, all natural. I did not use any chemical fertilizer, chemical pesticide as such for these plants. And for for this one, now there is a comparison I would like to make between the ones which have been grown in the plastic containers, right? That is the recycled mineral water bottle plastic, and the ones that have grown inside the bucket. The ones that were grown inside the bucket that you see right now, it's the bucket has holes beneath it, and the soil that was used inside, that I have been using, and the soil that I'm using for the bucket, that's a different variety of soil. So it perhaps has more nitrogen, because the reason why I came to this conclusion is because the leaves, the foliage is really dark green as compared to the foliage that you see on the other system over here. So the foliage here is light green, but as compared to this light green that you see, the foliage here is dark green in nature, and I'm not sure whether there are radishes below or not. So I think the reason is because there might have been more of nitrogen, which is responsible for good foliage inside the other soil that I have been using. So the soil which is inside, which I have been using for the bucket, this one, it's of a different type. It is actually came from a different manufacturer, the organic potting mix, and I'm sure that the nitrogen quantity was really good. That's why the foliage is showing up really nicely. So that is how it is growing now, and you can let me get back to the flowers. They are really looking very pretty, and they are showing very well. Okay, so now the comparison that I would like to make here is that you might need to check out whether the organic potting mix, if you are using any organic potting mix, whether the organic potting mix has more of nitrogen or more of phosphorus or potassium. The ratio really matters, because if the ratio is more towards nitrogen, then as you can see that the foliage is going to be really nice, really dark green, but I'm not sure about the fruit. So the fruit or the vegetable that is growing, it may grow a bit slowly. There is one update that I would like to give you that I might have missed, that for these plants, I have treated them with natural, I would say, fertilizer, and that is the organic fertilizer. I have used wood ash, and I have used crushed eggshells. So wood ash and crushed eggshells I have used once, I would say once, for these plants. And even before that, for the ones over here that you are seeing, for these light green variety, for these radishes, the natural fertilizers, even before I use them, I could see a little bit of the white radish bulb growing beneath the soil, and I think it just kick-started the process even more. Just putting the wood ash and the crushed eggshells into the soil. So right now, as it is 3rd of February, I've seen that the sunshine is more towards the middle of the day. The heat is more, the temperature is more as compared to winter. So I have started using more, increasing the the frequency of water that I am putting in the plants. So it's growing really nicely. I'm satisfied with the results, and waiting for the harvest. Once the harvesting is done, I think I'm going to enjoy the sweetness of the homegrown radishes on the terrace, right? And well, if you like this video, enjoyed this video, you might also perhaps try the same, and you might see if this helps. If you grow radishes using this method that I'm using, then it'll be great. I'm sure that it will help out, and it will let you know that it will teach you a lot of things. Although I do not recommend any particular organic potting mix, I would say there are multiple varieties of organic potting mixes available in the market. You can choose the one that suits your the type of plant that you want to grow. So that is something that you have to work out for yourself. As far as this is concerned, the light green variety that you see over here, I'm sure this has balanced NPK. It came treated with the trichoderma. This one is the one that you see in the market. That's the Casa Damor variety of organic potting mix. And the other one we have here for the bucket, I have used the SAP retail one that comes. So this video is not sponsored by any of these manufacturers. I'm just using them at random, and I'm showing you the results that are there. So you can try any manufacturer of your choice, or you can use natural products if required. You don't have to buy ready-made potting mix. You can simply get the garden soil, you can get the vermicompost, get the other things like that. So based on what the plant needs, because every plant has different requirements, you can use that to grow the variety that you want to grow, right? So that's about it, and thanks for watching. If you like the video, please share, comment, subscribe to my channel, and have a great time. Thank you all. Bye for now.